Members of Joint Senate and House of Representatives Committee on Regional Development have queried the Minister of Regional Development, Abubakar Momo, for alleged lopsidedness in the ministry's budget. The minister was queried when he appeared before the committee alongside the Minister of State, Uba Maigari, to defend the 2024 budget performance and the 2025 proposal. They noted that the ministry's budget favored Edo State over other states that were supposed to have benefited from its project. The ministry was also queried for non-adherence to federal character principle in situating projects of the defunct ministry, formerly Ministry of Niger Delta. According to them, 70% of the ministry's projects for 2024 were domiciled in Edo State. They said this should not be so, as the ministry is expected to cover the interest of the entire Niger Delta region. A member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Matthew Nwogu, questioned the minister on why 70% of the projects for 2024 were located in Edo State. The lawmaker wondered why other states under the ministry were excluded while the bulk of the projects went to Edo State. Another member of the committee, Chinedu Oga, also asked the minister to explain to the committee on why 70% of the 2025 proposed projects of the ministry are also located in Edo State.
Honorable Minister, I'm very glad that you're a product of National Assembly. What I want to bring to your notice, that I personally and my constituency is not happy with this constitution, with this budget. This budget have contravened the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria. As amended 99, it contravened the federal character. Almost about 70% of this budget 2025 is created in Edo State.
1 minute. Court order, please. Point of order.
Mr. Chairman, the essence of it is that we cannot be here elected by the constituents and speak on this budget. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Chairman, House Committee on Regional Development, Eugene Okechukwu, urged that the questions be discussed in an executive session. The committee dissolved into an executive session to interface with the minister on the matter.
I would like to use this opportunity to commend Mr. President for his foresight and magnanimity in creating the Ministry of Regional Development. This is a strategic move that will no doubt boost regional development and bring about the growth and development of the entire country uniformly. However, as I have repeatedly pointed out, the only way this ministry can make meaningful headway in terms of achieving its mission and objectives is if it is adequately funded. Furthermore, there must be equal and proportionate distribution of projects across the various zones. A worrisome development is a situation where some zones or even states benefit more than others. This will no doubt cause disaffection and will be counterproductive to the vision of Mr. President in creating the Ministry of Regional Development.
Earlier, while presenting the 2024 budget performance, the minister had told the members that out of the 20 billion naira allocated to the ministry in 2024 for capital budget, 2 billion naira was provided for zonal intervention in the ministry's budget by the House leader, Professor Julius Uhomvere, who is from Edo State. The minister lamented that the amount earmarked for the Ministry of Regional Development to address the development needs of the 5 regional development commissions is inadequate. He appealed to the Joint Committee to increase the budget of the ministry to enable it to address the development issues of the regions through the commissions.
The sum of 23.336 billion was considered very meager and significantly inadequate in the face of the mandate and goals of the then ministry to meet the yearnings and aspirations of the region, Niger Delta region. This grossly inadequate funding and dwindling budgetary allocation has over the year led to the following. 1. Plethora of abandoned and uncompleted projects. 2. Positing of funds that made it to derailment of the programs of engagement of youth and women of the regions. 3. Poor performance and protracted delay in project delivery due to astronomical variation, augmentation of some of the ongoing projects. In fact, this is where not only our ministry, in terms of capital project these days, we have a lot of challenges. To the extent that by the time we took over, the first assignment I gave to the infrastructural developments to go around to give us details of ongoing projects. But it's quite amazing if I let you know that even projects that had a balance of about 5 billion, 2 billion to complete, by the time they brought proposal, they run into 50 billion, 70 billion. At the end of the day, you ask yourself, how do we go over this? How will we be able to come over this?
Chairman of the Senate Committee on Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Olajide Ipinsagba, said the transformation of the former Ministry of Niger Delta Development into the Ministry of Regional Development is a landmark decision that reflects the federal government's commitment to inclusive and sustainable national development. He said this broader mandate is a bold and strategic step towards addressing the diverse development needs of all regions across the nation, while still retaining a firm focus on the peculiar challenges faced by the Niger Delta region. According to the Ondo senator, the creation of the Ministry of Regional Development is a recognition that development must not be restricted to one region alone, but should be across the length and breadth of the country, and the commitment to ensuring that no community, regardless of its size or location, is left behind in the national development agenda.
The creation of the Ministry of Regional Development is a recognition that development must not be restricted to one region alone, but should span the length and breadth of the country. It is a commitment to ensuring that no community, regardless of its size or location, is left behind in our national development agenda. The broader scope of the ministry now encompasses a holistic approach to regional growth, focusing on addressing inequalities, fostering economic development and empowerment, and developing critical infrastructure across multiple regions. While the Niger Delta remains a central to its operations due to historical and economic significance, the ministry now serves as a beacon of hope for other regions facing similar development challenges.
Chairman of the House Committee on Regional Development, Eugene Okechukwu, asked the ministry to ensure an equitable distribution of projects among the various states and regions, and not to create a situation where some states get more projects than others. He, however, commended the president for his foresight in creating the Ministry for Regional Development, describing it as a strategic move that will boost regional development and bring about growth and development of the entire country uniformly.
I would like to use this opportunity to commend Mr. President for his foresight and magnanimity in creating the Ministry of Regional Development. This is a strategic move that will no doubt boost regional development and bring about the growth and development of the entire country uniformly. However, as I have repeatedly pointed out, the only way this ministry can make meaningful headway in terms of achieving its mission and objectives is if it is adequately funded. Furthermore, there must be equal and proportionate distribution of projects across the various zones. A worrisome development is a situation where some zones or even states benefit more than others. This will no doubt cause disaffection and will be counterproductive to the vision of Mr. President in creating the Ministry of Regional Development.
More if a piece or summary for Eagles FM News.